Yeah, you know what time it is. It's time for the Geekenders podcast. MegaRan, Jesse and Dodger, what up? Let's go. Yo, it's the weekend. Yeah, it's time to geek out. Let it begin. Go on, stream and shout. It's Jesse and Dodger, so give them a follow and see what the Geekenders are all about. Yo, it's the weekend. Yeah, it's time to geek out. Let it begin. Go on, stream and shout. It's Jesse and Dodger, so give them a follow. #1 geek podcast, without a doubt. Yo, another end of another long week. Got a job and a kid, I know that you all beat. So take a second, grab a drink and vibe while we catch you up in just a matter of time. On gaming, comics, whatever you're doing. If you're nerdy like us, then you know you should tune in. Thank you for sharing our world with us. Now follow, subscribe, and turn this up. Yo, it's the weekend. Yeah, it's time to geek out. Let it begin. Go on, scream and shout. It's Jesse and Dodger, so give them a follow. #1 geek podcast, without a doubt.
Hello, everybody! Welcome to the show. It's Geekenders. It's time.
It's time for Geekenders.
We doing like a Broadway
did that sound
thing?
as low quality as I think it did?
It even clipped a little. So, like, yeah.
Ooh.
That's good. That's good.
I thought I could bring all the things from the get-go, you know?
Mm-hmm. So, this week, things are a little different. I'm in charge today. So if there's any technical issues, it's my problem. I'm the guy. But also, more importantly, Dodger broadcasting live from the 1986 Poker Championship.
Yeah, from my elderly parents' game room, which also has a day bed in it. And
I was about to say, a game room with a bed?
Sleep.
That's my kind of game.
Absolutely. When you get too sleepy from too much poker, you can just go to bed, you know?
I get it. Yeah. No, I completely, you're just like, oh, I'm down too much, Phil. I need to take a rest. Like, okay.
You took all my clothes, Phil. Where am I supposed to go?
Right here to this bed. Wink. And everyone's like, yeah, poker.
Mm-hmm. That's been a porno at some point. Anyways, welcome to the show.
You stay in your parents' poker guest bedroom with that mouth?
I do.
Oh, goodness.
I will give the apologies ahead of time to the people watching live and the people watching in the future. This is going to be a really short episode. My Faja is, and it's okay, it's not an emergency, but he's currently hospitalized, so I have to go visit him. I want to go visit him this morning in about 45 minutes.
That is I must stress, that is a very good child. Really, like you were like, I have to go. I want to go visit.
I want to.
You've definitely been instructed very well.
Dude, can I tell you though, my dad, I've talked before about like how humorless my dad is, and I've lived with him, so I'm used to it, but like it was so funny for us. My kid and I are jet lagged, so we had been up since like 2 a.m. We're in the kitchen at like 5 because I was like, I've put off trying to feed this child long enough, right?
Sure.
So we're in the kitchen, we're trying to quietly make like avocado toast or something because we're back in California and the avocados are so good. Anyway, my dad casually walks into the kitchen, leans against the counter and goes, "Can't really breathe." And I was like, "Huh?" He was like, "Yeah, when your mom gets up, I should probably go to urgent care." I was like, "I'll go get her up now." He was like, "Yeah, all right."
That is...
And in the end, they were like, "Oh my God, your oxygen levels are very low. We're going to keep you for a few days." And he was like, "All right." Like,
that is some supreme maximum dad energy. Your dad is like a 5-star dad, like an elite supreme plus 5-star dad with that energy of like, well, something's wrong. Probably should handle that at some point.
Literally, you don't gotta get her up. I'll just go. And she's like, this man could not breathe very well and was like, whenever she gets up, it's fine. And then my mom, of course, was like, I'll stay with you until you get a room, and he was like, they said they're going to keep me a few days. You don't got to be here. You should just go home. And she was like, but he was like, what are you still doing here?
Honestly, I'd feel the exact same way. I don't know if I'd feel the same way as like, hey, I can't breathe, so that's probably a problem. I don't know if I'd do that.
Yeah.
But I 100%, if I was at a hospital, I would feel terrible. People are like, I'm going to upend my entire life to wait here while, like, I get it. I understand the desire to do that and be like, I'll be here for you. Right. But also, I very much would just be like, no.
Please don't sit here and wait with me for potentially hours. Like, I also understand that. Well, but, you also have to think of it from the perspective of the other person, because they're like, but if I'm with you, then I know you're okay. And if I leave and something happens,
then I'll feel terrible. Yeah. Hell yeah.
But fortunately, everything's fine.
Yeah. I mean,
we think.
Fingers crossed, sending all my love.
Thank you.
Yeah, definitely been there. I've had a few drive mom to the doctor moments lately where it's like, all right, we got to do what we got to do. Like, let's go.
We're at that age.
Yeah, let's be a good
parents,
kid.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was very cute, though, when we checked in to visit yesterday. My kid has this like giant frog stuffed animal that she keeps carrying with her. And the check-in lady was like, and what's the frog's name? He needs a sticker too. And so now the frog has like a big like visitor sticker with Mr. Froggy
cute.
Frog on it, which is his name. It's adorable.
That's very cute. Yes. Okay. Yeah. That nurse knows what's up. That's fun.
She does. Yeah. She played the game well. It was good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Anyway, how are you? How's
Lovely.
Life?
I'm assuming you've done no gaming this week and you've just been traveling.
I've done a beautiful 100-piece glitter unicorn puzzle.
Oh.
So back up.
Okay.
Other than that, though, no, I haven't done a whole lot. I gotta be honest. What about you? Let me live through you. What have you been playing?
I will give you that vicarious life. So, First off, this week, I don't know what I did. I don't know what happened. I think earlier in the week, I had like a really rough night of sleeping and I just couldn't get to sleep. I don't know what was going on. I have no explanation for it. But the next day, my solution was around 3 p.m. to be like, man, what if I closed my eyes and took a nap?
No.
Well, that ruined my sleep for the entire week. It wasn't until this very morning where I was like, I got to be up early, so I can't be tired. So I stayed up later than I probably should have because I was so tired and then went to bed. And then woke up, and now I feel fine. But for 4 days there, I was in a constant haze of just like, what if I took a nap?
Sure.
And then I'd take a nap, and then I'd wake up and be like, yeah, I'm jazzed. Let's get stuff done, and then go to bed too late. What a complete mess I was.
Yeah.
I'd be up early.
Been there.
I was doing some 5 a.m. wake ups this week. That's not. What am I gonna do at 5 a.m.? Nothing.
You could start turning into a ice bucket guy. I don't know.
I don't want to be an ice bucket guy. I'm a warm shower guy. I need my showers to be scalding hot. I don't want to feel parts of me. That's what I don't want to be cold. That's for suckers.
What if it's like the sauna situation? You ice bucket your face and then hop in the scalding hot shower.
I actually do reverse.
Or scalding hot shower and then ice bucket your face.
Sometimes I will do scalding hot shower and then immediately turn on the coldest water possible and sit in there and be like, yo, I guess it's supposed to be
good. It's very good for your skin.
Yeah. Apparently. That's what sometimes I want to take care of myself. But boy, oh boy, my week was a mess. However, I did this week attempt to do a stream every day for just a few hours.
Oh my gosh. Proud of you. How'd that go?
Great. Easy. Super fun. I did it from 10 to noon every single day. I'll probably even snooch in a little gooch here. Yeah, I'll snooch a gooch after we're done here and keep streaming for a little bit. And yeah, I don't, it's been fun. I got a chance to play a bunch of stuff that I've been meaning to play. I played and beat a game that I think you will really enjoy called Escape from Mutation Station.
Okay.
It's a escape room game that is also very fourth wall breaking and very fun.
Your favorite.
Yeah. It did everything I wanted. It used my own computer against me. It things that looked like they were a thing were definitely not, but then things that, oh, is that a window or is that a door? Like those kind of things. Love that stuff. Had a great time playing it. Those are I realize that's my jam. The next one I'm excited for is called Blueprints. Everyone in chat was recommending it to me.
Yes. That game's not out yet though, right?
I think it comes out the 10th, I think. Yeah.
I'm so excited. You didn't play the demo?
No, I don't know a damn thing about it except chat was like, you should check it out. And I went to the page and it says it's one of Daniel Mullins' favorite games and I love Daniel Mullins. So frankly, I'm in. That's all it took.
The demo sold me completely. Yeah, I think you're going to really like it.
Okay.
I won't tell you anything in detail about it in case you're hoping to just kind of like play it and see how you feel, see if you vibe. But there is a demo for anybody who would like to check that out.
So what is the premise of it? Because I honestly don't know.
So let me see if I can recall the framework of the story. I believe it's that this really eccentric rich man has a mansion and leaves it to his nephew, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody's really up in arms about it. Like, why would he leave it to his nephew? But it turns out that the mansion is essentially alive and resets itself every day. And so, yeah. And so you are trying to get to, I think there's a set number of rooms.
I think it's like room 49 or whatever the hell the trailer was, like 46, something like that. Yeah.
Yes. So there's a set number of rooms, but there's a secret last room that you can only get to if you're able to instruct the house to build the right rooms in the right order.
Okay.
And so you're basically like accruing knowledge and accruing like the ability to make more and different rooms as you play in an attempt to get to that last room. I believe it's been a while since I played the demo, but I remember being like, this is such a cool concept. Like, this is so neat, but it's really easy to dead end yourself by accident. To be like, oh, I need this room because I'm looking for, this thing in order to get to this room or to progress here. And then it turns out, I built a bunch of rooms that can't go anywhere. There's nothing connecting like the doors or, whatever else. And so you have to like plan.
So what is the style of game then? Is it like first person?
If I'm trying to remember, it's either first or third person, I believe. And you like go to a door. God, it's been a while. I'm trying to remember. I'm so sorry if I misrepresent this game, but you like go to a door, I think, and then the house like asks you what next, basically. And you choose from a list, like, what room do I need next? What's available to me to build next?
Okay.
But again, if you're not keeping track of the blueprints, then you might build a room and be like, fuck, but none of the doors to this room go anywhere. I don't have I can't like build another room here, right? So you're trying not to build rooms in the wrong places. You're trying not to accidentally make a loop and be like, I have no doors left, right? It's interesting. It's cool.
Yeah, I'm excited about it because I'm hoping that it will get weird. Like, is it a weird game? Is it super weird?
I also hope that it gets weird.
Like, I don't want it to be an average, like, make some rooms. I want those rooms to be like, question your very existence. Like, that's what I want.
Well, so I'm expecting and I'm hoping that the first rooms you make are normal rooms.
Sure.
And as you get closer to the last room, the house will be like, do you want to build, a shrine to the occult god, right? Like sort of weird stuff. Like, how am I getting to that last room? Like, what is required to get there?
Yeah.
If it's just, I have to build these rooms with these keys and these items in the right order, and then I get to the last room, I agree. I think that would be a bit more boring than what the potential is.
Right.
So yeah. I hope there's something weird. I don't need it to be, like weird demonic shit, but it's just something interesting. I want it to feel like it's more interesting and involved as you build rooms.
Sure. I mean, when it comes back to Escape from Mutation Station, the fun about that is it is an escape room. It's straight up, you wake up and you see a monitor and it's like, hey, solve these puzzles. You have to use the room to solve the puzzles. Very straightforward. However, you can also go to sleep, and when you wake up again, you have weird visions of weird things. And so there's like a stacking layer to it where you're getting information. So if you feel like, I don't know where to go, I don't know what to do, you can go to sleep, wake up, and you have a weird, trippy hallucination that will give you some kind of, try that.
Wink. Yeah.
Yeah. And I love that aspect of it, that there's a little bit more than just it's an escape room. Yeah. Right. I love a good escape room, but I want to be weirded out. I want to, when I open a door, what I see on the other side is so unexpected. I'm like, yeah, they got me. I don't even know what I was expecting, but it wasn't this. That's what I want.
Yeah.
Like, more of that in games, please. I need that. I crave it.
Yeah. I'm still just enjoying the heyday that roguelites are having.
Yeah.
A lot of people are really sick of them, and that's fair. I think a lot of them feel samey. But I appreciate when somebody goes, I think I can take this format and do something a little different with it. And I think that's what this game is at the end of the day. So yeah, I enjoy the progression of a roguelite. I enjoy the combination of like, I know exactly what to expect every time I play, but also I can adjust my play style based on what's happened each time. You know, I like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's the one that got my attention the most this week. I, of course, spent some time messing around with, all the old standards. I was diving back into Final Fantasy. I was playing around with, they're doing new stuff in Guild Wars, so I was checking that out. But you ever just feel like, man, I need to play this more because I feel like I am missing out on a lot. So I was like, okay, that's all right. So I gave that a little look, and it was cool. But yeah, I really wanted. I got caught up in some stupid stuff. I really wanted to play the demo for Ladies I'm Ready because I feel like any good I think it's Korean dating sim, but maybe it's Japanese. I don't know.
Right.
That I really want to play that, but I haven't had a chance. The last big game that I actually got done playing was Split Fiction, and that was great because not only is the last 2 hours of that game maybe some of the most phenomenal gameplay I've ever played, and like since Astrobot, when it comes to like creativity in a game.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I don't even want to spoil how absolute insanity the last 2 hours of that game is, but it's like, oh, we're going to do things that make you question how we're rendering any of this in real time. I love that kind of stuff. Like, I wish I could just spoil it all, but I know you're going to play it, and I don't want to ruin it for you.
And yes, Sam and I plan to play it when I get back. I'm very excited.
Yeah.
Because I have yet to hear a negative thing about that game at all.
Oh.
So
it was made even better because when I was playing with Twiggy, she cried for the last 4 hours of that game. Just and it was so funny because every time I'd be like, hey, can you help me with this puzzle? She'd be like, yeah. Dude, I was dying. I was laughing so hard. I could not stop laughing. I was like, every time you talk, you sound really like you're bawling your eyes out. She's like, I am. It's good vibes. I had a great time.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I was. It was. Again, I can't even talk about it. Let's just say, they really took the idea of split screen to the next level, like in a way that they haven't done before in the previous games. And I was so impressed by it. I was like, this is, I don't know if it's going to win Game of the Year, but it will 100% be nominated. 100%. It's that creative and that fun. And, just knowing how they operate at the Game Awards, they're definitely going to like, be like, this is a good
big
game.
That up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Has it done well?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. It's been doing great. Even the people who are definitely trying to hate on it have to admit that it's a good game. Like, it's actually really fun. I'm trying to think what else I got a chance to play this week. Obviously I went and goofed around a bit more in Frostpunk 2. I realized that I'm not good at it because I'll hit a block every time. Every time I'm playing Frostpunk 2, I'll hit oh, my people are gonna die. Every time. I don't know. I feel like I need a good start or something, or I just don't understand truly what the game is trying to get me to do. But there's a moment in every game where I'm like, okay, I have built all the proper facilities. We are ready to survive in any sort of snowstorm. We're gonna do this. Bring on the cold weather. And then some asshole will be like, you didn't listen to our demands, and so we have forsaken the entire community, and everyone will die. And I'm like, okay, all right, cool. And then the winter comes, and everyone dies. And I'm like, this is real. I would have had my goons kill that guy and shut him up permanently. Like, you're gonna try and come into my frozen ice town and cause trouble? No. Throw him in the fire. He is now part of the fire. He'll serve us better as kindling than as an agitator. The winds are coming. You don't get a say. This isn't a democracy. But apparently it is. So Frostpunk 2, running a democracy, not as fun as you would think.
Frostpunk 2. I love that.
Yeah.
Man, I'm trying to think of like what I can contribute here. I can show. Hold on. I can show you this. Okay. All right. So I've been, because I'm trying to be a good parent. When my kid is interested in reading something and I don't know if it's appropriate for her, but I know that I'll slam through it. I've been reading them first, right? So that I know what she's going to be reading. Did you watch the movie The Bad Guys? It's a kids movie. Where it's like,
is that the one where they're the animals? And they were like,
yeah,
I saw the trailer
like a bunch
for
of
it.
animals that like have a bad rap. They're like led by the big bad wolf, right?
Sure, I've seen the trailer, but I don't know. So
we got the movie's cute. We got the book of The Bad Guys. It has the first 3 books in it. And I gotta say, I'm so sorry, but the book is just whatever. The movie's way better. In the book, it's totally different. In the book, from the get-go, they're like, we're going to be good guys now. The concept of the book basically is we're going to be good guys, but because everybody thinks of them as bad guys, no matter how good a thing that they do is, everyone's like, why would they do that? Those monsters, right? So they're trying to like play to their skill set, and like their very first thing is they release a bunch of dogs from the pound. So they're like, be free, my brothers, right? And everyone's like, those monsters, I can't believe that they destroyed the pound, you know? So it's stuff like that. In the movie, they're pretending to be good guys in order to pull off a heist.
But then they become good guys by the end? Is that what we're...
And they become good guys through the learning process of like pretending to be good. Yes.
Right. Okay.
So I think that's more compelling. I think that's more interesting than this. So just watch the movie.
All right, good takeaway. Yeah, great book review. Just watch the movie.
Thank you.
Just watch the movie.
Just watch the movie.
Yeah,
it's cute. Like, it's cute. You know, it's lots of pictures. It's cute. It's fine. But the movie, I think, is a better storytelling scheme.
Sure.
Personally.
Did you, when you were busy telling your child to watch a movie instead of reading a book?
Yeah,
when you were busy doing that, and also being a part of your poker bed tournament, what did you have a chance to see the Nintendo Direct about Switch 2?
I didn't watch it, but I woke up to 3 different people linking me to the Silk Song news. So
can I? All right. First off, I also had a very similar experience, but I want to know what your thoughts were, because I was bombarded all over my timelines and all social media. People are like, Silk Song, yeah. So I go and I watch the video on stream, and I'm like, all right, hell yeah, can't wait to see this Silk Song preview. It was exactly 4 seconds that said coming 2025.
It wasn't a preview.
It was nothing. Really? It was nothing.
No, it was more of nothing. The real thing that everybody's excited about is that it was talked about at all, and that they said it's apparently getting released this year, right?
Everyone was like, "Don't you understand? It's getting released day, Jesse." And I was like
this wasn't like a gameplay trailer.
No, it was nothing. People were so excited, like, we're getting a release date. It was like, it literally said this year-ish.
This year. Which is, but the reason everyone's freaking out is because we've all been like on oxygen tanks just hoping, and now we got a little crumb of confirmation, right? Like, it's real, okay? It's a real game.
I guess.
It's coming out this year, okay? So
we'll see.
Yeah, I was also hoping for something a bit more, but I guess in their minds, it's like everybody keeps bitching that we don't talk about this game. So here you go. It's coming out. It's real.
It's so funny to me that it wasn't even like we're talking about it. It showed up for a flash of a moment, said 2025, and the internet lost it. That was crazy. I mean, I've never seen, you can tell if you're just anyone invested in games at all, the hype is so real for it. Like, there was nothing shown, and people were like, yeah, and then that Kermit like, it was crazy. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of another game that where people have been like so thirsty for literally anything.
I don't know. I don't know that there's anything.
I feel like that's the one right now, though, because it's been memed to death that like the people that are waiting for Silk Song news are waiting for nothing. Right?
Yeah. I mean,
so
honestly,
they didn't really have to do much, clearly.
Yeah, the only other game I could think of that would have that kind of hype is if somewhere they were like releasing 1.0 version, full drop this weekend, Star Citizen. People would actually be like, no way. That's the only other game I can think of where people be like, it's real? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Did you see anything else when it comes to the Switch 2? Did you see the whole rigmarole?
I don't think I saw anything else that that made me lose my mind. I'm trying to even remember. It's hard for me because I'm not like a Super Nintendo person.
Sure.
So I don't watch the directs. And when my friends watch a direct and they go, "Wow, that was a really good direct," I'm excited for them. Mostly, normally the excitement is for them, you know. So I don't remember seeing anything else that I was like super excited about, but that might just be me being a bitch. I don't know.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you on this. I think they started out with the reveal of a new Mario Kart, and it's very cool. I like some of the features you can do. I like that you can
open world Mario Kart.
Yeah, I like that you can get some friends and drive around and like go explore Mario Kart. Like it's very cute. Fun. Yeah, I thought that was cute. I like the announcement of the chat feature. I think that's super fun. And for kids, it's going to be a blast. I had a lot of questions about like how parents monitor that, because there's creeps out there who are going to be like, "You want to chat with me?" So that's going to be a whole thing. But I thought that was fun. I'm glad in the video footage they showed, they were honest with the capabilities, because it shows the screen And they're like, yeah, I'm playing the game. But then it shows all the windows of people in chat, and it's like 5 FPS. It is not very good looking. But I don't think that's the point. I don't think the point is you're supposed to be watching your friends. The point is you're together with your friends, even if it's kind of like a jank experience. I like that. I thought that was fun. In fact, the thing that I like the most is that at launch, the Switch 2, you can buy a Piranha Plant version of the camera, which is just so very cute. Yeah, I like that. I think that's fun. But other than that, I was like, okay, I don't at all understand why they create a full tutorial program and then charge you for it. I think,
my God, don't.
I think it's supposed to be 990 yen or something like that, which translates to like $6 or $7, but I don't know what the real price is in the US, for example.
Yeah.
But it's straight up just like a tutorial that's going to teach you how to use all the things, but you have to pay for it, which is very weird, but also somehow incredibly Nintendo. And then they have all these other games that are, games that have existed for a while. I think at launch, we're getting Bravely Default, the new Bravely, remaster, Civ 7, which don't bother playing. I just, Delta Rune, they're going to have all the runes, the deltas, it's all going to be there. Split Fiction, Yakuza 0, the Director's Cut, Hitman, a bunch of other ones, Fortnite, I'm sure. More importantly, for my purposes, Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition is going to be on there. And I must stress to everyone, never in my life did I think my penis would be on a Nintendo
system.
I could die tomorrow and be happy. Like, you know what? Life lived. I did it. Somehow.
Did it.
My dong is on your Super Nintendo. Even though it's a Switch. But like, little kid Jesse, think of just long ago, who would have thought? Who would have thought?
When he was daydreaming, he daydreamed about this.
It was this very moment. Yeah. This exact moment.
Yeah.
Other than that, truthfully, I think I might be in the same boat as you in that while watching it, I posted the footage up on Cox Clips. Like, there was nothing that said, get this day one. I saw no game that said this is a day one. Obviously, I think much like you, I'm not like, boy, I need to play the newest Mario Kart right now. Or Donkey Kong.
We're not the like Nintendo fanboy market, really.
Right.
But even people that really love the Switch, a lot of them that I talk to, if they want the Switch 2, it's because they just want to make sure that they have it, Yeah. Not that it's launching with anything that's like required reading. To be fair,
that is a lot of the fandom of Nintendo. Like a lot of Nintendo people I know, for example, when 3DSs were a thing, they bought multiple 3DSs just to have multiple 3DSs because that's what they liked.
That's my husband. That's Sam. Sam has like 4 different 3DSs and all of them are different, like limited edition versions of 3DS. Like he has like a Monster Hunter one and like I don't know, dude.
Yeah. I mean, it's
like,
it's
live your bliss.
Aesthetic of it too. Like I get it, but that's very specific type of Nintendo fan that I'm just not. I will say there were 2 that caught my attention. I'm not sure if they're at launch, but first off, the new Bloodborne London game that is not Bloodborne.
Not Bloodborne 2.
Right.
Yes.
Looked beautiful, looked very cool. At one point, I think you just fight Yoko Taro. I'm not sure. But it looks exactly like you would want. And the minute I saw that it was PvPvE, my brain shut off. I no longer, it's 8 players. I was like, nah, I'm already out.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I'll watch someone play it just so I can see what it looks like and get some cool lore. But I absolutely will never touch that game. It's just not, it's not my vibe. If it was co-op against some cool ass monsters in the world, then we're talking. I'd play that immediately. But I was like, no, I'm okay. That's fine.
That's a good point, actually. I think that feels like a more compelling thing at this point. Is like, yeah, I'm down for multiplayer stuff. But I want us all to be on the same team.
Yeah.
You know, something that's like, oh yeah, there's a bunch of people and you're all fighting the same thing. I think that would be so fun with a game that has like a good aesthetic and good mechanics.
Sure.
And you're just fighting like a really hard, basically just a game where you do like raid bosses over and over again, essentially, but like with totally different mechanics from an MMO. I think that would be really cool.
Yeah, I definitely think so. Monster Hunter. I don't know if it would be Monster Hunter, but yeah, sure. I like the vibe of taking that Bloodborne aesthetic of eldritch horrors and working together to kill those things. I think would be fun, because if you're working on an eldritch horror level, then surely you're going to fight something that requires more than one badass to kill. I think that'd be super interesting. I guess you could technically do that in this game, but the objective really is, if you're going to work together to kill the monster, then you have to kill each other in the end, and someone's going to win. And it's like, all right. That's fine. But I know I'll never put in the time or energy to be the guy who's good, so I'm just going to get my ass kicked over and over and over again.
Right.
And I'm like, nah, I'm all right. I don't need that. I don't need to know that I again suck at this game. So I'll just watch vicariously. Yeah. And then the one that I'm excited for, the reason I'll actually get a Switch to, is Hyrule Warriors. Comes out in December. I'm so hyped. I saw that, was like, yeah. So my Dynasty Warriors love continues throughout all iterations, and I was like, yeah, no, all right, I'll buy a Switch 2 for that.
Hyrule Warriors existed.
I can't. I love that game.
I physically can't forget.
Yeah, and so having a new one, super fun. Very excited for that. The best part is, I'm pretty sure it's lore for like the various gods and stuff, which, having seen the end of Tears of the Kingdom, I'm like, what's that? What are we actually doing right now? What is what is about to happen in this game? So I'm very excited. That should be fun. But yeah, that's way off. So there's no desire in me to immediately get it. Plus, it's expensive. The Switch 2 is expensive. The games are expensive. I think it was Dance Gaming. I'm trying to remember who it was on the old Twit box that was like, yeah, I seem to recall when I was young, the games were expensive too. And he posted a thing that was Nintendo games that were like $80 or whatever in the 90s. And I was thinking about that, about how when I was a kid, because everyone thinks about game prices and the prices of games. Now, games are getting more expensive. And while I absolutely hate that games are getting more expensive, I was thinking about how when I was a kid, games were expensive. And I remembered that the reason why it didn't affect me, or think about it, is one, my parents were buying the games, and two, they bought me 2 games a year, birthday and Christmas. That was it. If I got any other games, it was because a relative gave it to me. But they would ask me I got 2 games a year. Any other game I played was rented at Blockbuster. I spent all of my youth playing games through the Blockbuster system. I would re-rent it or beat it. And I wonder if that's why, like, we don't have that anymore. That's not a thing that exists. You can't just go to your Blockbuster and rent a game.
Right.
It's just not a thing. And so obviously people are going to feel it more when they're like, oh, I want to try that, but I don't want to spend $80. And I get, because unless you're offering demos or something you can play for free or something through the Nintendo Switch in general, you have to really, really want to play, Cyberpunk on a Switch when you have all these other options to play it already. And so it made me realize we just don't have that. We don't have like a good Blockbuster thing anymore. And I guess the cartridge lending system is kind of their way to do it, but it's not a great way, because you still have to buy it, and then you're like, here, child, play the game I just bought.
Yeah. It's funny, because I think last week we were talking about how Kindle has like a similar sort of system, except you can lend it to anybody, I think.
Right.
I'm literally going to see if that system still exists today. So I'll report back. But they might have gotten rid of it because people weren't really using it, which I think we were saying, I don't know how much people are going to use this like cartridge sharing thing.
Yeah.
So
I have to imagine they will, but I'm very curious if, if you're going to buy a physical version, then you're just going to give here, take it, play it.
Yeah.
But now we've learned that physical versions are more expensive than digital versions, according to Nintendo. So maybe they're pushing for that digital cartridge system, and that's what they want the future to be. Genuinely, don't know what's going on over there. But yeah, it's very strange to me because Nintendo as a company has spent the last X number of years. I'm sure we both have had this problem. We both have had experiences with Nintendo. Like if you post a thing that's Nintendo based, if you aren't a Nintendo ambassador, they come for you.
Yes.
Like they will be like, "That's you don't permission to post this." There was one time you and I worked together for a competition, a Nintendo competition, where we made a video that was using the Wii U, and you drew a thing for it, and I put it up, and it was for them. They requested it, and then it got flagged and removed. I was like, I can't believe this. What do you mean? They did it. It was their thing. Nintendo are notorious for that. It's basically Nintendo Japan is not communicating with Nintendo of America kind of vibes.
Yes. Tale as old as time.
Yeah. And so I think it's very funny that the company that's like, hey, yo, we're going to crack down on streamers is straight up developing a new generation of streamers with their software. They're like, hey, kids, stream to each other. And I'm like, so you want it now? I mean, all that's really going to do is acclimate younger and younger kids to the idea of my face is on screen and I'm entertaining my friends, which is fine. I'm all for people streaming and enjoying themselves and that kind of thing. It's Nintendo, so it's a very funny vibe to me that they're the ones who are like, haha, you'll love it, kids. And it's like, but aren't you the one shutting down streams?
Right. Yeah.
But I guess it's their streams.
You're right.
Now.
There are lots of different companies where that's the exact issue, right? Is Japan develop something and they expect it to be used in a certain way. And then in America, the American side of the team is like, oh, they could use it for this. And Japan's like, no. That's not what that's for. Right? Like, or, oh, we should collaborate in this way because these things are, make sense. They're like, no.
Yeah. And it's very clear that the Japanese side absolutely does not care. And they never have. Like to say the Japanese side cares what anyone else thinks about what they do with Nintendo. They straight up just announced there is a cheaper region locked version of the Switch 2 that's just for Japan. Like they absolutely do not give a damn. And I honestly, I'm kind of here for it. I think it's funny. But as a consumer, I'm like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Huh? What? That seems... And then I'm sure with tariffs and whatnot, the price will be up anyway, so that'll be a whole thing.
Yeah.
So, I guess right now you can pre-order the Switch 2. Everyone is absolutely going nuts over it. I'm here for it. If you're a Nintendo fan, bless. It's got a lot of neat features. I think any upgrades is good upgrades. And honestly... Nintendo do what Nintendo do. There's only so much. It's very funny to me that Nintendo's like, no, we're gonna make a it's still not gonna be up to modern console standards, our standards. And there's a camera, and you can play with your friends, and Donkey Kong bashes the world to bits. Like that's it.
And that's it. There you go.
Yeah. Apparently pre-orders are delayed in the US for Switch 2, which that sounds about right. That sounds about correct.
That sounds right. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is crazy because I went to go look up news this week to see what the news was going to be.
I was about to say, this is a good transition into news stuff, but it's probably Switch stuff.
All of it. For days, it's just Switch. And it's people asking questions like, well, will the Switch do this? A lot of it is questions they're not going to give you a real answer to. So a great example is a lot of people were curious about what's going to happen with the Joy-Con drift. Is that going to be an issue with Switch 2? What do you think Nintendo is going to say when you ask them this question? I saw a bunch of people like, yo, is the Joy-Con drift going to be a thing? And the entire time Nintendo was just like, like Dodger is right now, frozen. Yeah. No, for those who are watching live, they were just like, it's not gonna be an issue. Well, of course not. What are they gonna say? Like, you got us. Keep this in post. I mean, I have to. What am I gonna do? Dodger broadcasting live from her parents' bedroom / gambler poker parlor. She's just checked out of the podcast. That's fine. I get it. It's all right. She's taking a quick nap on the bed behind her. It's possible. It's possible. But it's also, here's my favorite part. It's also jarring. Of all the faces she could have had, she could have frozen in like a happy face or a fun face or an interested face. Instead, I got Dodger looking like she is checked out completely. So no matter what I say, no matter what I could be like, Dodger, did you hear about that? Like, okay, so this week, I met my future wife. We're getting married this weekend. We're running off to Vegas. Her name is Mariska Hargitay. We are going to have it's going to be crazy. Yeah, you're invited too. If you want to come. Dodger, did you hear me? What? Well, I'd be a fool not to do this. Hold on. I'd be a fool not to do this. So anyway, I was saying that I think Switch 2 is fun. It's probably going to be really entertaining. Oh, what the hell? I can't hear you though.
No, wait.
I had a whole bit going. You came back and you jump scared me. Are you on your phone? Well, it's about as good as it's about as good as time as any to probably wrap it up this week. Oh my goodness.
The fuck? Where?
I mean,
You
it's
can't hear
working.
me?
Oh, we can all hear you. Don't worry.
What the heck?
I mean, when you loudly scream, can you hear me? All I hear is the pops and the...
Is that better?
So good. Just so good. You're looking great, boss.
Thanks. The internet died here. There's too much sand in the internet. So here I am.
Well, that's fine. I'm glad. You know what? I'm glad you're doing okay.
The last couple of minutes of my life were Looney Tunes. I was like, what the fuck happened? Scrambling all over the place trying to find my phone. Found my phone. My phone was dead. I'm now plugged into the wall.
Honestly, I would have just sent a message like, nah, I'm done, dude. My internet's out. I would have sat here talking to myself. Bless. That's why you're a professional. And I'm just a goofball who would have literally had a conversation with himself, like Smeagol. I had a whole bit planned in my head, or else he'd be like, "That wants the process justice." This. I was gonna do a whole thing. I had a whole bit planned.
I didn't mean to ruin your bit. That's like a really good bit.
You know, this is a better bit. This is significantly better.
Okay.
This is a good bit. Yeah.
Oh goodness.
Oh.
Well, I guess this is a sign, huh?
It really is. It really is. But the fact that you're here today anyway is a treat for me. Even if it's a little short, boy. It's always nice to talk to you. Yeah,
thanks for running this thing, bud. I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. We got to do it. We got to talk about the Switch 2. We talked about everything we need to do.
We did, and I got to see your beautiful face. You know.
Oh. Are you gonna? Hold on. I don't know what room you're in. I was gonna make a joke about flirting with me while in the poker bedroom.
I still.
Okay. Thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God. Otherwise, that joke would not land.
would have landed anyway, but at the very least, I'm still in the poker room.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine by me. As long as you're there. I didn't want you to, like, have to run off to another room and then plug it in. And...
Right. Oh, my gosh. Can you imagine? I would have been like, wait, stop. You can't complete this joke. Wait a minute.
Okay, well, that is it for us then.
Yeah.
Everyone, be good, be cool. Dukes, stay safe, stay healthy. Send your family my love. And
I will give my dad a big hug just from you.
And he will be like, what the hell was that?
yeah, he will.
Yeah. So we will be back next week, hopefully with less issues. Dodger will still be out of town, I believe. Yeah,
I will still be out of town. So Jesse will still be running it, but I should be here for a full episode and it should be fine.
Should is the key. We'll see if the internet exists. Who knows?
Yes.
Who knows? But that is it for us. Thanks for hanging in there. Everyone be good. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Yeah, you know what time it is. It's time for the Geekenders podcast. MegaRan, Jesse and Dodger, what up? Let's go. Yo, it's the weekend. Yeah, it's time to geek out. Let it begin. Go on, stream and shout. It's Jesse and Dodger, so give them a follow and see what the Geekenders are all about. Yo, it's the weekend. Yeah, it's time to geek out. Let it begin. Go on, stream and shout. It's Jesse and Dodger, so give them a follow. #1 geek podcast, without a doubt. Yo, another end of another long week. Got a job and a kid, I know that you all beat. So take a second, grab a drink and vibe while we catch you up in just a matter of time. On gaming, comics, whatever you're doing. If you're nerdy like us, then you know you should tune in. Thank you for sharing our world with us. Now follow, subscribe, and turn this up. Yo, it's the weekend. Yeah, it's time to geek out. Let it begin. Go on, stream and shout. It's Jesse and Dodger, so give them a follow. #1 geek podcast, without a doubt.